Today's Bible reading is taken from Book of Sirach, chapter 6, verses 5 to 17, and today's Gospel according to Mark, chapter 10, verses 1 to 12. Book of Sirach, chapter 6, verses 5 to 17. A sweet word multiplies friends and mitigates enemies, and thankful words abound in a good man. Allow many to be at peace with you, but allow one out of 1,000 to be your counselor. If you obtain a friend, test him before you accept him, and do not trust him readily. For there is a friend according to his own time, but he will not remain the day of tribulation. And there is a friend who can be turned to animosity, and there is a friend who will reveal hatred and ridicule and insults. And there is a friend who is a companion at table, but he will not remain in day of need. A friend, if he remains steadfast, will be to you as you are to yourself, and he will act with faithfulness among those of your household. If he humbles himself before you and hides himself from your face, you shall have a noble and harmonious friendship. Distance yourself from your enemies and pay attention to your friends. And whoever has found one has found a treasure. Nothing is comparable to a faithful friend, and no weight of silver or gold is worth more than goodness of his fidelity. A faithful friend is a medicine for life and immortality, and those who fear the Lord will find one. He who fears God will have a similar good friendship, because his friend will be like him. Today's Gospel according to Mark chapter 10, verses 1 to 12. And rising up, he went from there into the area of Judea beyond the Jordan, and again the crowd came together before him. And just as he was accustomed to do, again he taught them, and approaching the Pharisees, questioned him, testing him, Is it lawful for a man to dismiss his wife? But in response he said to them, What did Moses instruct you? And they said, Moses gave permission to write a bill of divorce and to dismiss her. But Jesus responded by saying, It was due to hardness of your heart that he wrote that precept for you. But from the beginning of creation, God made them male and female. Because of this, a man shall leave behind his father and mother, and he shall cling to his wife, and these two shall be one in flesh. And so they are now not two but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no man separate. And again in this house, his disciple questioned him about the same thing. And again in the house, his disciple questioned him about the same thing. And he said to them, Whoever dismisses his wife and marries another commits adultery against her. And if a wife dismisses her husband and is married to another, she commits adultery. Gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. May God our Father and His Son Jesus fill you with His mercy, peace and love. Amen.